What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and today I'm going to be going over getting an undergraduate degree online, which is going to be, I'm going to be talking about finance, but this is going to be related. You can relate this to any major or any field of study. It's going to be the same tips. I had someone ask me the question the other day, and I wanted to make it into a video because I feel like a lot of people can, benefit from this. So one of the biggest things you have to look out for is going to be the accreditation status of the school that you're trying to go to, right? So let's say you go on Google, you look up best finance online schools, right? And you're going to find a lot of schools on there. And, it's easy to just pick a random school and pay, thousands of dollars for it. And then whenever you are about to get a job and they ask for your education and you send them the transcripts and they say, oh, we actually don't recognize this school as an actual school, so your credits are not going to work. Or imagine a situation where they say you're doing online school for maybe 2 years, or you finish your undergraduate, you finish your undergraduate online and you want to go do a master's program, but you actually want to go the traditional route, which is actually going on a college campus and going to class and things like that, right? So you have to show them your previous education, your credits from before, right? Maybe you need 120 credits, which you earned online. And now you go to the school that you want to go to for your master's education, and they tell you that they're not going to be able to transfer your credits from your previous school into your master's program. So you have to redo your undergraduate if you want to do the master's. This means that the school that you went to, which was online, is not accredited. So that is one of the biggest things you have to look out for. So this means that the school is going to be recognized by the Department of Education. And if it's recognized by the Department of Education, other schools are not going to deny your credits, right? If you are trying to transfer from the online school to traditional school, they're not going to deny your credits because the school is accredited. It is recognized by the Department of Education. So that is one of the things you have. That is probably the top thing you have to look for before you even look for the best schools for an online finance degree. You have to look for the accreditation status, and you can find it on a lot of websites. You can just do a simple Google search, type the name of the school and the accreditation status, and it will tell you. And you can even call, if you go on their website, you ask for that status, they should be able to tell you, right? Because if it's not, you're not going to be able, it's like getting a certificate if it's not accredited, right? If you try to transfer, you're not going to be able to transfer your credits. So that means you have to start from scratch. And if some companies look for the accreditation status, they're going to see that it's not accredited. So it's not it's not a real education. You might have gotten like a great education from that, but the Department of Education does not recognize that school as accredited. And also sometimes you're not going to be able to pay out of pocket. So let's say, the entire program is like 4 years and it's going to cost you like $50,000, right? For the entire 4 years. And, you realize that you're not going to be able to pay out of pocket. So you try to apply for financial aid, right? So if the school is not accredited, then you're not going to get financial aid. It's not going to work that way. So it has to be accredited for you to get financial aid. And when it comes to the accreditation status, there's two types. There's regional and there's national. So depending on where you want to work, if you just want to work in a certain region, you can look for schools that are, accredited in the region. But if you, want to go, nationally, if you want to work in different states, different regions, things like that, you gotta go for a school that is nationally accredited, right? Or you can go to a school that's both. All right, so moving on to the next point, which is how long is it gonna take you, right? So one of the biggest misconceptions that a lot of people have about an online, undergraduate degree, we're gonna assume that this is an accredited school where you're gonna get a degree that you can actually present to employers, and you can, if you wanted to transfer the credits to a different school, it's gonna be acceptable, right? So how long is it going to take you? It's going to take you 4 years, right? If you're getting a finance degree or a business degree, 4 years, just like it would take you on a traditional school, it's going to take you 4 years. So this is actually going to follow the semester base, just like it would be in person. So you have, the fall, the spring, and the summer semesters, and you'd have to get, between, I think, 120 to 128 credits, which is the same as a traditional school. So it's similar to a traditional school, except it's online. So it's not going to be as self-paced as a course that you might take online that you might finish in 2 weeks, right? You're not going to be able to do that with an online undergraduate degree. It's going to take you the same amount of time as someone who is going to a traditional school. All right, so the next question is going to be, how much is it going to cost you? So it's going to be a lot cheaper, obviously, because most of the time when you are going to a traditional school, you have to pay for housing. You also have to pay for transportation. If you are driving from home to school and you have to pay for gas, you have to get a car if you don't have a car, and it's going to be a lot of cost associated with going to a traditional school. But when compared to going to an online school, all you need is an internet connection, a computer, and that's pretty much it. And you pay for the tuition, right? So obviously it's going to be a lot cheaper when compared that way. And it's also going to depend on the state that you live in. You guys know that if you go to a school that is in state, it's going to be a lot cheaper when compared to going to a school that is out of state, right? So, all those things you have to take into account. And obviously some of these costs are going to be on the website of the schools that you might be looking up. So make sure to look for this when you're looking for the accreditation status. Make sure to look for, some of the costs that that online undergraduate degree is going to cost you. All right. So lastly, as for the classes, they're going to be the same as someone who's going to a traditional school. So you're going to be taking, those intro classes that you don't like taking, math, English, and things like that. And you're going to be taking, the basic finance classes, and you go to upper division, and you can even focus if you want to focus on corporate finance, or if you want to focus on, nonprofit finance and things like that, right? You're going to be able to do that. So it's going to be the same thing. It's just different environments and different costs and things like that. And, like I said before, if you're going to take away anything from this video, make sure that you understand the accreditation status of the school. All right, so that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.